All righty, so the broken glass effect. Oh. The first thing is just a little silly comment. We draw something and then we delete it. If you want to try it, go for it. Choose a shape drawing tool like the rectangle or ellipse, and then hold the tilde key down while you're drawing. It just makes it look kind of weird. I'll show it to you in just a second. So make a new Illustrator file, file new. Do a save as, what's it, well, create new. File, save as, F, broken glass. Put it in your favorite directory. All right, I should have created a landscape so I'd have room for more text, but I didn't, so whatever. All right, what that little thing up at the top says is grab a shape drawing tool and then hold the tilde key down while you draw. It's kind of weird. I don't know why you would ever want to do that, but it's been in an Illustrator for a long time. But that didn't work. Ellipse tool. All right, they're kind of a slinky. All right, I'm going to delete all that. Now to the main event. So we need to make some text. So we're going to write some text, and then we're going to convert it to an outline, which we have done before. So grab your favorite font. You're going to want a nice thick font, in my opinion. So I'm going to grab the text tool. I'm going to go, and under type, I'm going to choose font, something nice and thick, like Arial Black or even thicker. Impact is pretty good. So I'm going to choose the impact font, and I'm going to make it nice and large, although then I'm going to stretch it out anyways. So size, 48 points, whatever. And then I'm going to type something. Broken glass, something like that. Then I'm just going to stretch it out, right? I'm going to grab the selection tool, the black cursor, and make it larger. And I want my text to be centered, really. So I'm going to select it and choose the align center. Well, that didn't quite work. There we go. Now, if you want, you can put a stroke on it. My instructions may say take the stroke out, but it's kind of easier to see if you have the stroke on it, in my opinion. So with it selected with the black cursor, I'm going to go and add a stroke, like maybe the red stroke, something like that. That'll just help after a while. So now I have some great big text. But it's not anything that I can use yet because I haven't turned it into an outline. Remind me what I need to do in order to turn text into an outline. What menu do I hit? I hit the type menu, and then what choice do I hit under type? You have create outlines. All right, now it's no longer editable text, but I can start hacking and slashing it with Illustrator tools. All right, so what I did next for the benefit of the recording, is I selected everything. I did ungroup so that I could then start moving the letters around and twisting them, right? So go ahead and pause the recording and do that. Make your letters all twisted and stuff. Then grab the pen tool, the pen that doesn't have a line after it, and draw some triangles. How do you draw triangles? You don't click and drag because that makes curves. Instead, you click and release, click and release, click and release, and then go back to your origin. Click and release, click and release, click and release, go back to your origin.
I gotta undo that.
All right, I'm not going to do as many triangles as I had before. Okay, so what I got to do is now I want to cut the letters underneath. So I'm going to grab a triangle. Oh, look what happened. My outlines got messed up. I probably should not have done that expand. Oh, well, too late to worry about fixing it now. I'm going to grab a triangle, and then I'm going to choose Object, Path, Divide Objects Below. And look what it did. It broke the G and the L up into the pieces where the triangle was.
Can you do click and release on the triangles again?
Yeah, you grab the pen tool, the pen without the curve.
How do you make it let go of the line?
You just dot, dot, let up like this.
Saying,
Beep, beep,
I've drawn
beep,
one, but
beep, like that. You got to go back to your original point.
undo it until I get back there.
Well, you might delete the whole triangle and start again. Beep, 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 like that.
Okay.
And then you start selecting triangles and do path, divide objects below, once for each triangle.
Okay, I clicked the release on the last point, third, but the string is still holding on.
Let me come look. So my fear, nope, I was wrong. They're not grouped. Okay, good. If everything was still grouped, you would want to highlight everything and do object ungroup. But now I can just start yanking the pieces apart. Now, since I did something stupid and did that object expand, if you followed my advice, you're going to have all these extra lines here that you're going to want to get rid of. I apologize for that.
So you said hit object expand.
Don't. That was a major mistake on my part. Once you've drawn one of those triangles, click it and do object, path, divide objects below.
Just one?
Yeah, just one at a time. I wish you could do more, but.
Objects, path.
Divide objects below. And now you ought to be able to move the pieces around.
Cool.
And if they leave some outlines behind, it's because you did the object expand that I shouldn't have done after I said do it. I need to modify the instructions to say never do object expand. So if you don't like those red lines, you just click one and delete it.
I like what I'm seeing.
Good deal. If you want to delete all the red lines at once, you can do that. I want everybody to watch this even if you don't have the problem. You select one of the red lines and then do select everything with the same appearance. That gets them all, and you can hit the delete key, and now all the red lines are gone at the same time.
Uh-oh, what did I do wrong? Just the way it's
And you're going to start getting error messages occasionally, like more than one object selected. You just have to deselect everything and then select the triangle or the piece again. And when you're done with that, if you feel like twisting the individual pieces again, you can do that, like they're flying apart. So what's the real takeaway from this? You can draw a shape, you can put another shape on it, and then if you do divide below, it cuts the shape that's underneath based on the shape that's on top of it. So you want to draw a rectangle, then you want to put a circle on top of it. Yeah, you can do that. Put a circle on top of it, select the circle and do objects divide below, and it's going to cut that circle. Don't do this, just saying. Then I could delete that, and boom, I've taken a circle out of a shape. Might have been kind of cool to put a oval over my entire shape, all of my text, and then cut below there that way. All righty. I'm going to stop. So after you save your document, do a file close on it. Because the next one's up on the menu, we're going to do J2. So you're going to want to, or excuse me, J3. You're going to want to refresh your Dropbox and get J3. This is the blending tool. All right. Sorry, I wanted to make that change that I mentioned. So blending assignment. Draw something similar to the shapes below. Just make sure that they don't have a stroke. So just draw a shape inside another shape, and then a shape inside another shape, and then maybe some rectangles with different colors.
Say that again now.
What we're going to do is we're going to draw some shapes without any strokes. So they're only going to have fills. So like we're going to do a star within a star and then a star within a circle or thereabouts. So I'm going to do File New. I'm going to do a File Save As and call it J3 blending. And then I'm going to grab like the circle tool, but I don't want it to have a stroke, so I'm going to remove the stroke. You know how to do that. Select the circle tool, and then from the little pull down, get rid of the stroke, and then give it a nice cheery color. Then grab another polygon tool, like the star tool or something, and draw a star inside it, but give that a different color, because yellow on yellow is boring. And now maybe I'll put a circle and a square. Doesn't really matter what shapes we're drawing. The instructions show one thing.
You grab the circle tool?
Yep, I grabbed a circle tool, or the ellipse tool, excuse me. And then you choose a color and you take away its stroke.
Yeah, moving kind of fast.
Put your eyeballs on me, please. What we're going to do is we're going to select two shapes and choose Object, Blend, Make. So I'm going to use the black cursor. I'm going to select two shapes just like that and do Object, Blend, Make.
Wow.
Then you can change the blend options if you want. You do that by selecting the option, the object, and do Object, Blend, Blend Options. And you can just change them.
Well, mine's still a little different.
It ought to look a little different. I'll be
No,
back
no,
around in a
no.
minute.
You know that box that you thought was under there?
Yeah?
It was under there,
Oh, yeah.
and it did something.
Did something
strange.
weird with it? Okay. Well, go ahead and draw another one and do the same thing. Object, Blend, Make. I'm going to try one more just for giggles. I'm going to draw a rectangle, and then I'm going to put some text down on it and see if I can blend that. Yeah, why don't I choose the worst color combinations possible just to hurt my eyes? I'm not sure that blend is going to work on the text. No, that's not too good. If I converted the text to an outline, it would probably work. And I'm just playing. You don't have to do the same thing unless you just feel like it. All right, text is a big failure. I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know what in the world it's doing. Oh, now it did something cool,
You gotta see this.
but not quite. All righty. That was a failure. Now, the next thing I want you to do is if you look at my instructions here, I want you to draw 4 bars of different colors. So my example shows a blue, a red, a yellow, and a green, and a yellow. You can always choose different colors. So just grab the rectangle tool, draw a little skinny bar, maybe just make copies of it, right? You know, that'd be the best way. So with the black cursor, select your bar, copy it and paste it. Do that 2 more times and then change the colors of them.
Control Z, right?
That's an undo. Control C to copy, Control V, like vehicle, to paste. Did I hear another question? I'm sorry. Oh, I better do walkabout real soon.
What am I doing? I'll just do it the old fashion.
Yeah, you can do that. But do eyeball the next step. Even if you're stuck drawing the rectangles, do eyeball what I'm going to do next, and then I'm going to walk around and I'm going to blend these 2 rectangles, but I'm going to blend them in a different way. The first part's the same. I'm going to choose Object, Blend, Make. That makes kind of a cool little flag thing. But then I'm going to do Object, Blend, Blend options. And instead of smooth color, I'm going to do specified steps. Maybe 8 steps. That didn't seem to look as cool as it was supposed to look. So I'm going to go and look at the instructions. Still can't say it's looking as cool as it. I'm disappointed, and I'm going to try 4 there. It's not putting, okay, there, now I'm getting spaces between them. 2 there. Okay, that's kind of cool. 3. Okay.
So you
Make sure the bars are farther apart than I put them, because that made for kind of a boring blend. If you draw a bar and then you draw another one way over here, then you get a more interesting blend. You can also blend from like a square to a circle, you know, something like that. All right. I'm going to try one more blend, then I'm going to be done. So I'm going to use a star, draw 1 star. I'm just playing now. Then I'm going to draw another star. Change its color. And then select them both and do a blend.
It's not letting me choose preview on these new ones I'm doing.
Oh, huh. That's odd. I think that's pretty nifty slick there.
It is.
All right.
Looks like motion.
Yeah, shooting star. So then you'll just want to upload this stuff into the right drop boxes, the broken glass drop box and the blend drop box.